Hi fellow collectors, this is Bryan from Toys TV, long time no see. This is a figure talk this time, and we are going to talk about a very brand new release figures from Threezero, DLX series, and Ironman, the Infinity Saga, Mark 46. Dun, 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 dun. Before we're going to unbox this or review these figures, I have to let you know that you won't be disappointed with these final products. Thank you for Threezero to give me the figures in advance, maybe several weeks before the actual release of the final products. This is final productions, and should be the same when you receive yours. So let's go and see what it is. Okay, here comes the Threezero DLX Mark 46. Actually, officially, this is a 1/12 scale action figures. So it would be about 6 to 7 inches high. So anyway, this is a box art of this final product, and the size is standardized for this DLX system Ironman. So every single different versions, Mark 43, Mark 3, Mark 43, Mark 2 is always the same. So I try to do a kind of review like I usually do with in Cantonese versions. So I would try to review the figures in 4 different aspects. The first one is the sculpturing, shape or scale. And the second one is the painting. Is painting jobs well, good, or is not color accurate? Third thing is the product design. For myself, product design is not the real technical term from the production house. Is the what actually appearance of the figures like they appear in the movie, TV, etc. and like a better one or 3. But actually you could see most of the maybe 100% of the Ironman product is is the same, even from different companies, different scale, different size. This is my only complaint, but as far as I know, this is not the own will of the licensee, but mainly from the Disney. They want to maintain a very unique or iconic appearance of the Ironman, even in all different kinds of products. So we could do nothing. We could just buy it or not. Okay, the fourth thing is articulations, and also about the engineering. So good engineering make good articulations for sure, right? So I try to review all of the action figures in these 4 aspects. If you have any comments or if you have any ideas that would be a 5th element or 6th elements to review the action figures, just let me know, and I'll humbly listen to your opinion. Let's go see the final products. Let's see the Ironman. You could see the first thing, we're going to the sculpturing. Most people will know the licensee company received 3D elements or 3D materials from the licensors, probably. So they could do something in advance before the movie release, because usually the R&D period has to be about 6 months. To make a steel mold, it takes at least 60 days. Yeah, in general. So 6 months is a normal durations to make an R&D process. Make the 3D sculpturing and make the steel mold, tune the mold tuning and fine tuning and testing for the injection, and then plastic painting and do the painting mold testing, etc. So it takes 6 months. So also the 3D sculpturing, and most movies and TV now they use 3D drawings to make the movie or TV. So they should have some materials that could help the licensee to make 3D sculpturing. So the sculpturing, you could see there's no big difference from different companies. But 10 years or 20 years before, you could see good company make very good sculpturing, scale, appearance. But nowadays, there's no big difference. So the sculpturing, even EZD Toys, Hot Toys, Threezeros, or some model kits makers, they make very good sculpturing. Most of them receive accurate material from the licensor. So that's why the sculpturing won't have big difference. But for the shape, and for the scale, and also the engineering articulation would affect the final appearance of the figures. So it also counts. So for this one, I found that the DLX Iron Man probably the one of the best from Threezero. They pay a lot of effort. Even if the Mark 46, Mark 3, Mark 43 has similar height or similar size, but they pay great effort to make it different. And I will show you. It is not just changing the face or some outlook. They even have changed all the engineering to make the figures close to the movie or close to the one all the fans wants to see. Okay, so sculpturing, I would give 9.2 points. You might know that I have some complaint on the height of the figures. I think if for 1/12 scale, this figure is a little bit higher. But when I discuss and talk with the Threezero guys, and they have their explanation, and I accept this, because you could see in the movies, Tony Stark is not a very tall person, right? So the Iron Man should not be 6 feet 6 inches tall things, but they said for different armors versions of Iron Man, is make the Iron Man more bigger or muscular or maybe even taller. So they all the information is mostly from the licensing from the movie makers. So this is the explanation, but I accept this. If you can see the movie, yeah, it looks the Iron Man looks the same height or even higher than Captain America, and Captain America is a very high tall person, right? So anyway, but that is my point of view. So I'm minus 0.5 from this. So actually, if it is not the height problem, it would be 9.8 or 9.7 point. So I always compare with the price and the final products. But for this is only $100 things, and only 1/12 scale, 7 inches tall. They already make the things very complete, and they have all the happiness given to me, even 1/6 scale cannot give me. So my point. So the second thing is the paint jobs. For the paint jobs, I also get very high marks. It's 9.5, because I even have no single complaint for the painting jobs. You could see different Iron Man have different color scheme, not just red, gold, or silver colors. For all Iron Man fans, you should know better than me. And every single version have different color scheme, and even it's the same red color, it's different. So I think they do a very good job for make it different for any single version. Like Mark 3, the red color, Mark 43 and Mark 46, the color is different. If you could have your own final figures on your own hand, you could see the difference of the colors. They do the metallic paint very well, but actually most of the parts you could see in the surface is ABS plastic, not metal. Most of the metal parts is in the skeleton of the figures. It is wise to do so, because painting jobs on ABS is very reliable and stable. It means the color would not be changed after painting, or even for a long time. Very accurately, the color is made on the surface of the ABS plastic. Also, the third thing is about the product design and the accessories. I also complained with the product design. Every single Iron Man is have the same look. It's all clean. Seldom we see a better one version, and sometimes different version, like Tony Stark wearing sunglasses and eating a pizza. But we seldom find on the product lines. So I strongly recommend Disney had tried to do some adjustment to make the products line more different and more funny and more entertaining. Accessory 8 extra hands for different shapes, for different functions, and also 2 replaceable parts for the forearms. This is normal parts, and also 4 parts for the frame. So always the same, and one typical but very useful stand. Okay, and that's all for the accessories. But one thing I have to show you, that there is a tiny part which is not apart from the Iron Man. It's a tools. And this small tools is good for, removing the batteries from the LED light. Yeah, it is very useful. Try to use this to remove the batteries and not to use any other equipments like, screw or hammers, and it might harm your figures. So this is a good pass. It very makes sense. It convinced me give a higher marks for the accessory pass. So I give 8.5 marks, and you know what I mean, right? And you understand what my reasons behind. And number 4, articulation and engineering. And this part will make it will be a longer part because I have to show you how the articulation works and how the engineering performing. Okay, if I could remember right, it would be more than 40 articulation. So it is enough articulations for one single 12 inches, 6 inches or 7 inches figures. And I try to show you some, pinpoint or important articulation. And I have to tell you that for engineering, it's not just articulation, because all the joints and articulation is really, you see, really tight. So don't worry, tight is good. It's much better than loose. So they do it really well for the production quality. The articulation for the embodiment, they make extra parts. This 1, 2, and 3 here, 4 here. If we include this part, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts. But actually it divides into 5 portions, but not actually 5 parts. They have some different parts to make it articulate. So the engineering, the outlook, not awful, right? Some manufacturer of embodiment of the ironman is awful, but this one looks human, right? But at the same time, it has good articulation, and you won't see a large gap between different parts portion. So it's a very good design and engineering. I really love that way, and they pay a lot of effort on this. So it's worth the price of about 100 US. Whoa. And I also forget there should be some articulation here. So I think for this part, Threezero already did the best, in my point of view. Later, and I forgot something, is the LED light. Very important, I have to show you the LED light. So this is have some complaint, as Threezero is a very, recent years they are a strong company and they did very well, but how comes they not to try to some better LED switch? They use mechanic switch. Okay, so I already put the batteries inside, so for the chest, no complaint, easier, right? And the LED functions really well, very strong and long lasting. The batteries I've put it inside for several days already, and it's still very strong. So the LED light function very well, good. And the light, the level of light is good, it's strong enough. But my complaint is when turn on the light of the head, you have to remove the face armor like that way, and press the button. But the killer button is easier to be broken. Yeah, so when you press it, don't put it too hard. So during this review, I will show you some pre-captured videos to show different posture and different functions. I hope you enjoy these videos and you could see all the function and how the final product looks like. So in my opinion, if worth the price, if you didn't get it yet, get it now, and it is easier for you can get one from this store with the link, and so much easier. I hope you like that and enjoy this, and the product is already released and can be shipped right now. So this is Rhino. You are watching Rhino channel, not Toys TV. But anyway, I'm still working in Toys TV because I'm the founder of Toys TV. Okay, anyway, thank you very much, and hope you enjoy this review, and I hope you like that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.